Everybody, we are back live. We're here for some Monday positivity. Today we're going to have a very special guest on, Mario, who's represented LFC in so many different ways. You'll see him on the COP TV. He's in interviews all over the place. He's at every single Anfield game, and he just represents that positive energy that I want to bring to you guys on this Monday because, we were together here on the live yesterday. We got to experience that game together, and it really was a heartbreak in many ways. It was really a game where you talk about feeling every single emotion. You definitely had that yesterday, and I do think that's also the beauty of football in terms of you do feel every emotion in 90 minutes, or I guess in this case 120. But man, that was something else. And I wanted us to discuss that and also just look towards the future, the rest of this season, how we're going to cherish every single moment. Something that I saw just yesterday was the fact that Jurgen Klopp has potentially 7 Anfield games left. And that would be it, you guys. So, yeah, it's going to be one heck of a journey, but what's for sure is we got to stay positive through it all. Yo, Semi, happy birthday. I hope your birthday is going well so far. As you can see from the title, we're gonna be trying to bring those positive vibes today. That's the goal. So that's what you want on your birthday. You know what I mean? Yo, Tomislav in the building as usual. Nice to see you. My day is going well. How are you? Yeah, the Scouser. I can imagine. I don't have to go to school anymore, but I can imagine that. Yeah, today is not the easiest for many people. Like Birna says, I'm so sad. A lot of us definitely are still feeling some of the emotions from yesterday. But like I said, I want us to talk about it all, but also just look towards, how lucky we are that we're in this title race, which is going to be crazy till the end. We have 10 league games. We're going to be talking about that. We also get to look forward to this Europa League campaign, which now, because of what happened yesterday, guys, Jurgen Klopp's last game could be in Dublin on May 22nd. Imagine the scenes. We know Dublin is the Liverpool city, and he could potentially face off against Xabi Alonso. And now officially, if we were to make it in the Europa League final, it would be our last game of the season. And then the parade would be the following day in Liverpool, so May 23rd. Now we know the date. Before, we weren't sure about it just because it wasn't. We could have gone to the FA Cup final, which was on May 25th, and obviously that's no longer possible. But like I said, we still have so much to look forward to, and that's what I want to talk about today. Yo, Flame Wolf is in the building. Nice to see you. Guys, Mario is going to be joining us in 10 to 15 minutes, but this, I'm going to be showing you, this is him right here. Some of you, let me know if you recognize him, but trust, you've definitely seen him on your TV because whoever is doing the broadcasting seems to always find him in the Anfield crowd and show him, and that's because Mario is such an expressive guy. And literally, guys, you don't know how much he bleeds Liverpool Football Club. He works for Liverpool. He does tours, and he knows so much about the history of Liverpool at Anfield. He does that, and then he relocated his whole life in Liverpool. So it really is a pretty incredible story. I think we want to hear some of that, but I also want you guys to send in your questions because I'm going to be discussing with Mario. And like I said, we're going to be bringing those good vibes. Just look at that passion from the crowd there. That's him. That is our boy Mario. Hey, John Bryan. Hey, Narain. Nice to see you. Happy birthday to the Fidget Pro as well. Hey, Garvit, nice to see you. LFC Kid, yes, you've seen him before, right? South Africa is in the building, can't be bothered with a national break. Elijah, I agree it's not as exciting, but at the same time, for our squad to get some rest and for key players to be coming back, that's something we're going to be discussing too. Trent is going to be coming back after the international break. Stefan Bajcetic, Ibu Konate, and yeah, those three. Yeah, the guy exactly. Big up Sami. So that's, and yeah, like I said, Ibu Konate. So these are major players that are going to be coming back. And Curtis too should be back in full training. So it's going to be a big boost, and that's why in some ways the international break I think can help us, because we're going to be getting those key players coming back, and we need that full squad. You know what I mean? We really do need that. Let me just get my AirPods. Curtis, Isa, Solen is not going to be joining us here today, but Mario will be here, and you guys will see. He bleeds Liverpool, I can tell you. Liverpool red. He absolutely bleeds. Alisson, we still don't know when he'll be back, but like I said, Curtis Jones will be back. Absolutely, he will be. Yeah, Steven, so I don't know if you guys saw, but Nottingham Forest got a four-point deduction, which for them is, very consequential when you look at how tight it is at the bottom there. And it's hard to say as to whether or not it'll be final or not. Obviously, they're going to appeal it, and I think they want to bring it down to potentially 2 points. So it's obviously will be a huge blow for them if it happens, But let's see. Let's see what happens to them. It's crazy, though. This season is really unprecedented in so many ways. Think about the Everton 10-point deduction that now got, it's a smaller deduction now, but we've never really seen that in the history. It's crazy. And then let's see. Well, the one I'm really waiting on, obviously, is the City 115 charges. Let's see what happens with that. I hope we get a response very soon. Goat 12 is in the building, too. Nice to see you. He's back by March. I don't know, Satish. That's what we heard initially, and then there were other reports. So it's hard. It's hard to know actually what's really going to be happening with Alisson. There's no official confirmation from Klopp, so we'll have to wait and see. But thankfully, we have Kella, who's been absolutely brilliant, and yesterday he made some key saves again. When is the international break? Umar, it's now. The international break basically already started because the players were traveling. If you would have seen, there were pictures of Ibu Konate arriving with the French national team. So all of our players have already traveled today to arrive with their national team camps. Isaacson, honestly, you can't look past City. If you think about who's going to win the FA Cup now, you can't look past City. They're the heavy favorites. But then after them, I would probably say Chelsea, because you guys will want revenge for that Carabao Cup, then United, and then obviously Coventry are the dark horse, I guess you could say. Curtis. So I like memes. You would have heard my initial thoughts, but even right after the game yesterday, you guys saw me. Though, for those of you that were part of the live, the last thing I want after a game is to blame individuals, because clearly it was a team effort. Like, just the fact we conceded 3 goals, just shows that that's a team effort defending. As Klopp says, the defending starts from the front. So every single one of those 11 outfield players for Liverpool Football Club played a part in us conceding 3 goals, and that's a team effort. On any other day, scoring 3 goals what am I saying? Actually, 4 goals that we conceded. On any other day, 3 goals, scoring 3 goals at Old Trafford wins you a football match. It does. But guess what? We didn't defend well enough as a unit. And most people would say that actually us defending well should be the main priority. So that for me says it even more so that it's the team that didn't do its job, and again, not individuals. Like Cody Gakpo, sure, he wasn't at his best, but do you think the rest of our attack was? You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel fair. It really doesn't feel fair. But guys, I love to see. I know. That's why I corrected myself. But it makes the point even more valid, that if you think about defending, If you want to win football games, you need to be able to defend, and to concede 4 goals to United, of course you're not going to win the game. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, that needs to be talked about way more than, oh, Cody Gakpo, he's not good enough, this and that. You think Cody Gakpo was to blame for us conceding 4 goals? That's what lost us the football match, not us scoring less than 3 goals. You know what I mean? That to me is what's crazy. Like, no one's talking about that, but exactly, Craig. We win together and we lose together. And that's the beautiful thing too in life. If you told me, oh, everything that I would potentially want in my life, I just get, life would be miserable. Like, there's no fun in that. The whole point in life is that you have ups and downs. You have moments that are more difficult, so that the moments when life is going your way, you appreciate it so much. But I never want a life that's like that. If you told me Liverpool Football Club wins every single match for the next 10 years, you think that's fun? It might be fun at the beginning, but then you're just like, what's the point? It's just like when you play Football Manager. We've all done it. We've cheated. We've simmed through like some matches. But guess what? In the end, it doesn't mean anything to you, because I'm not saying in a cheating manner, but just like there is, that I think is one of the most beautiful things about life. It's the fact that we actually need those down moments. We need those losses, because then let's say if we do manage to win it in Dublin, boy, is it going to mean a lot to us. You know what I mean? Because of moments like yesterday, because we felt those ups and downs, and that's why I wouldn't change any of those moments for the world. I wouldn't. And that's why I would never follow another football club just because City won the treble last season. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's what it's all about. Exactly, Amir. I definitely think that the Premier League and LFC Edit says we have to stick together always through the win losses. We have to appreciate our incredible team. That's it too. Like, for those of us that were Liverpool fans in the pre-Klopp era, like, already what we've achieved this season is so much better than many years that we had before Klopp, and people are reacting the way they did yesterday. It's just crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Stephen Gold says, it's fine, just forget it, because we still have the Europa League and Premier League, so just forget and concentrate on the up and coming games. Liverpool, we love you. We can forget as fans, but definitely the team can't forget what happened yesterday. They're going to be analyzing every single goal. They're going to be analyzing, why we weren't more lethal on the attack. All of those moments, it's, again, that's how I think we should all be in life. Instead of criticizing all this stuff, be like, okay, this happens. Like, everyone is human. Let's look at what we could have done better. And of course, they're going to be looking at all of the key moments from yesterday and analyzing them to make sure that doesn't happen again, especially when we go to Old Trafford on April 7th in the Premier League, which is going to be an even bigger game for us because we all want the Premier League. And that's why, Zach, that's why the international break is kind of the best thing that we could have hoped for, because it gives some of those key players time to come back from injuries, and we can regroup and just go for that final push and give everything for Klopp. That's what I'm really excited for. Damn, guys, there's news that just came out, by the way, of reports that Darwin Núñez has been withdrawn from the Uruguay squad due to an injury from yesterday's game against United. Let's see if there's more confirmation of that to come after, but let's hope it's nothing serious, because the amount of injuries we've been picking up lately is just insane how unlucky we've been. It's actually so crazy. No, Lauren, I wish I was coming to the game on Saturday. It's going to be incredible, though. All for the Liverpool Foundation. Stevie G, Torres, they're going to play, and it's going to probably be a sold-out Anfield, I'm sure. So if you're going, Lauren, I hope you have the best time because I've been to them in the past and they're really awesome. Yo, Red Knights in the building. Nice to see you. As you can see, we're going to have a special guest today, Mario, who's just here. You probably have seen him on TV because he's at every single game at Anfield. Such a passionate fan. And I want you guys to send in your questions. Any questions that you have for the rest of the season. We're going to be talking about, how the rest of our season is looking and injuries that are to come back, key matches to look forward to in the future. I mean, one of the big games coming back after the international break, and I would love to do a watch along with you guys, is the Man City against Arsenal game, because that's obviously going to be very deciding for the title. Very much so deciding. And I think probably the best result we could ask for is probably a draw. But you guys tell me if you'd rather one wins more than another. Would you do a stream for the Legends game? Potentially, the Scouser. It's going to be a different setup, though. This setup that you guys are seeing behind me, this is the last for our live stream, because tomorrow I move to Lille. I move to a new city in the north of France. So it's the last time you're going to see it like this. But I'll be bringing some of the stuff that you see back here, like obviously this Klopp poster, different things, because I still want it to be animated in the new home in the north of France. Yo, Liu, how are you doing, Footies Football? Nice to see you in the building. Yeah, Red Knight. I'm going to think about ways. Maybe we could test it during the international break since there won't be, games to stream during that time. But definitely I'll be thinking about ways to make like fun, interactive quizzes. I'll think about that. And maybe it doesn't only have to be about football either. It could be flags. It could be different things too, because I know that's something you guys are excited about. I know the Scouser. I'm going to miss this background too. But like I said, it'll be different. And yeah, it'll be different. It'll be different, but I can always come back to this. You know what I mean? Always come back to this. I saw my first Liverpool game live against Sparta. It was so big for me. Festive Giraffe, I can imagine. It's such a privilege to be able to go. What was that? The one at Anfield, Festive Giraffe? Yo, Daily Or is in the building. Nice to see you. How are you feeling? Nice to see you in the building. Like I was saying, we're going to have Mario join us very soon. So if you guys have any questions, send them in and I'll write them down. Yo, Enoch, nice to see you as well. I was saying, Deliora, this is going to be the last time having this background because I am moving to Lille tomorrow. So it's going to be a different setup. Omar, for the City game, I was at Anfield for that game. I was at Anfield, and yeah, that's why I didn't do a stream for that one. I also didn't do a stream for the Toulouse one because I went away at Toulouse and then also away in Linz when we played against Lask. And then hopefully I'll be able to go to the game against Atalanta away and bring a stream for you guys in real life stream. It's something I'm going to be working on during the international break to see how it's going to be possible to do that for you guys, because I think it could be such awesome content. But let's see if it's possible, because with the connections, it's always difficult with the connection. Thank you, SM Joe. Yo, Red Edits, nice to see you. CJDA says, yo, Leo, I was sad about yesterday's result, but I know for a fact that we'll go harder and hopefully win the treble. You'll never walk alone. That's the mentality we want to see. That's what I like to hear. You said, what about your job? Delior says, what about your job? Are you leaving your job as well? So the job that I do, that job is usually like four months of the year if I'm working at the hotel, and that's in Iceland. So I'm not doing that here anyways. I just do bits and pieces here. But right now I have something going on in Paris, so that's why I decided it's the perfect time to move to Lille and go and do even more YouTube, But right now it's almost full time in terms of the time that's put into this, So I bet all the players will be scared of Torres 100%, especially if you've seen how ripped Torres is. It's going to be insane. It's actually going to be so insane. Oh, Festive Giraffe. When you hear You'll Never Walk Alone at Anfield, it's incredible. There's nothing like it. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, guys, this is the breaking news from around Darwin Núñez, and Fabrizio Romano has said something on it. Look, guys, I am gonna be pulling it up because there were rumors with Darwin and Fabrizio Romano. I was waiting for a more reliable source, but Fabrizio Romano has now said that. Is this when you look up? Did he tweet it? Yeah, guys, look. This is what Fabrizio Romano has said, that he has no serious injury, which is really good to hear. But he already suffered problems in the last week and will recover in Liverpool for the next 10 days. That's what he said. I'm going to pull up this graphic. Yo, Trump boy, nice to see you. Nice to see you. My friend is a United fan and his birthday is today, so United gave his birthday present. Please shout out my friend. The Scouser, your friend must be so hyped. But happy birthday to your friend. Sidan, thank you for the donation. You said, thanks for doing the stream, man. Needed it. That's what we want to try to do. Bring some positivity. Man, oh man. And not blame individual players, Van Dijk edits. That's not what we're here to do. That's the opposite of the mentality of this channel. And I know many of us, that's not the way that we think, you know? So that will not be the goal here. But I am just going to pull this piece of news up for you guys. Thankfully, it says so. I bet that it's just precautionary for Darwin. From what Fabrizio Romano has just said, it seems like he's just been holding on to some type of injury, and they were able to make sure that he doesn't go away with Uruguay to worsen it. You know what I mean? So hopefully, because he played yesterday, that tells me that it shouldn't be too serious. You know what I mean? But again, to not be risking it. We don't want to be risking that type of... Thank you, Zaid. Yes, Ryan, nice to see you in the building. Thank you, Red Knight, for that message. Thank you for that message. No serious injury, guys. This is the exact quote. The Darwin has no serious injury, but Darwin has already suffered problems in the last 10 days. So to me, that sounds more precautionary than anything. That is good news, guys. Let me just tag Fabrizio to give him fair credit. What a relief, guys. Thank you, X Reddit. Red Edits. Will you do a watch along for Iceland's games? I don't think so. But in the Euros, let's see. In the Euros, let's see. Even as you're one of the only Liverpool supporters I respect, Mr. Man, I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. And that's the thing. That's the thing that you can't fault this team for. We might have setbacks like today, like the game against Arsenal, but you can't fault for the way they've reacted in games. And that's why I'm not worried personally. The way they've reacted this season has just been outstanding. Yo, haven't Jota Clue. Nice to see you. Who says, Leo, really disappointed we lost, but now we only use this as motivation. Hopefully we get them back in April. When we have Trent, I'm not sure if Jota will be back, but we'll definitely have Trent, Gravenberg, Curtis, and I'm sure we'll be a different team, especially the mentality. Because you look at our actual team sheet yesterday, and of course I backed us to beat them. Like we had a very strong team sheet, to be fair, but something mentally wasn't quite there. And but that I'm sure will be whatever was going on. Trust that they're gonna want the revenge when we play them again, and we're so lucky that we get to do that in 3 weeks' time. You know what I mean? That's a blessing for us. Big up to you, Forest Lover. Yes, 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 guys. There we are. Mario is in the building, guys. Let's give that warm welcome. Let me make sure the volume, because sometimes there's issues. Hold on. I don't think we can hear you just yet. Let me go into here. Let me. Usually I'm always able to do. Okay, properties. And then this is where monitor and output. Usually I'm always able to do. Now let me see. Mario, try speaking.
Hello, my mate. Can you hear
Yes. Guys,
me? Nice one, lad.
guys, let me know if you can hear Mario. I can hear you, so it's so that definitely is good to go. I'm gonna make you bigger because we want to see your beautiful face.
Yes,
As you can
man.
see, I was giving you an introduction because everyone in the building was already saying, "Yeah, we know Mario. We've seen you before on our
Oh,
TVs." And
I'm
and
privileged,
yeah, no,
lad.
it's so exciting to have you on the channel, guys. Please let me know if you can hear him. If you want to say a few words, just because sometimes there's some issues, but I think it should be working because yeah, they can hear. Awesome.
Superb, superb. Hello, Leo Faceley. Hello, my brother. It's a
Nice to see
massive
you.
pleasure for me.
Absolute pleasure. How are you feeling? How are you doing on this Monday?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I can't complain. I'm okay. Fine.
Yeah,
Tomorrow back to work. I was off today, but obviously, if you think about what's happened yesterday, it's
yeah,
like you feel kind of gutted. But in the
of
same
course.
time, I'm very positive about this season.
Yeah. No, we were all, I mean, a conversation that I think a lot of us were having was, you know, related to a lot of the reaction that we saw after yesterday. And that's what I thought. That's why I thought it was important that we have this discussion today because there just seemed to be a lot of negativity. And I know that happens in football, it's just part of the game. But it just felt like a lot was redirected towards the players yesterday. Did you also see that? Because you weren't at the game, right?
No, I wasn't on the game
Yeah.
yesterday. I was very close to go to the game, but I didn't get tickets in the last time. But, mates, we saw the usual togetherness we
Yeah.
got this season.
Yeah.
And Leo, I'm gonna tell you something. Since Jurgen Klopp came to Liverpool in 2015, I never see more family, more togetherness than this season.
Exactly.
So that incredible mentality monsters we always famous for this season is working properly. So the defeat yesterday is just part of the journey.
Yeah.
People, Liverpool supporters, don't be negative. It's happened. We can win every single game. Let's focus about the rest of the competition. We've got Europa League and the league, and let's make history because we still can make history this season. The season is perfect so far,
Yeah.
99% perfect. And yesterday, don't judge the season only because of the yesterday's defeat, because it hurts. Therefore, it
Yeah.
hurts. But let's try to be positive and looking forward for Brighton game.
Absolutely. And we were saying too, and that's one of the questions I had for you, which I'm really interested in hearing. It's After the international break, we're gonna have a lot of players coming back, like Ibu Konate, Trent, Bajetic, Curtis. Those are four key players that apparently will be back in full training. And I think the one that will be most interesting is Trent Alexander-Arnold. What do you think is gonna happen with him? Because Connor Bradley, you saw even yesterday when he came on the pitch, I thought he was brilliant. Connor Bradley, he got oh shoot. Let me try to resend, guys. Mario just disappeared for a second. Oh, okay, you're back. You're back, but
Okay.
let me make sure. Can we hear you?
Hello, hello.
Yes,
Can you
yeah,
hear
we
me,
can. Awesome.
boss?
You're back.
So yeah, definitely, Leo. Trent has been a massive missing. We didn't feel it in terms of results,
Yeah,
in terms of performance as well, because Conor Bradley, this young fella, he stepped up,
yeah,
and he's been brilliant so far. He had obviously mixed emotions because he scored his first goal ever for Liverpool. 3 days later, he lost his dad.
yeah.
Then he had a couple of games. Obviously, he needed some rest, but then
Mm,
he's back again. And I can't say nothing bad about this lad.
no,
He's superb at the moment. He's
incredible.
doing very well. His hunger, his passion. Obviously, he's not scouts and bottom bread, but doesn't matter. He's got that kind of hunger to play for Liverpool
Yeah,
Football Club, and he's doing very well. I'm honest with you. I don't miss Trent at the moment because we've got Conor Bradley, but in the same time, Trent is one of the best players, not
yeah,
right backs
yeah,
in the world. So obviously we miss him.
yeah.
But with Conor Bradley, it's been good. So we've been lucky to find Conor Bradley because if you think about it, Leo, he started to play for us against Arsenal, the FA
I
Cup
rem-
game when I was in Emirates. So 2 months ago. And he's already looks like a player like he played the last 5 years for Liverpool.
it's
Have you got that
unbelievable.
feeling as well?
It's unbelievable. But that's why, like, a question I had is, like, that's the thing. He's been that good, and especially defensively. I always, when
Yes.
he's at right back, and you even saw he came on yesterday, and I just feel so calm with him at right back. It feels like he's not getting beat 1v1 that often. Do you think this is the moment when we potentially start seeing Trent in the midfield? Maybe we have the luxury to try it. What do you think?
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. And for me, I spoke many times on the Cop TV, with Alex. For me,
Yeah,
Trent Alexander-Arnold is born to play as a midfielder.
yeah,
That's his natural position. He started to play for the academy as a midfielder. So he's got it. It's inside his blood. It's inside himself.
yeah,
And we've got a reliable right back at the moment, obviously, with Conor Bradley. So let's move a little bit forward, Trent, because, mate, that fella as a midfielder is just superb. It's just amazing. So this is what I want to see from Trent in the
yeah.
last parts of the season. We will see. Because if you think about it, Endo, you can't take him off.
No.
But in the same time, McAllister as well. Soboslai at the moment is not great, let's be honest. So at the moment, if Trent returns against Brighton, I want to see Endo, McAllister, and Trent together. Could be boss in a lot. Could be
Mm,
boss.
that would be incredible. So, guys, I'm seeing you must hear this a lot then, because in the chat, everyone say you look like Deservy. So, it'll be good to hear your opinion on Deservy. But big up to Honesty Hortensia for the super chat who says big up Mario, aka Deservy. So, also saying Deservy. And it says in Leo, I'm gutted we lost. I'm worried about Cody's performances lately, but for fans to attack him personally is so sad to see. We'll bounce back. This means more. What have you made of those? Have you seen like a lot of the criticism that Cody Gakpo has gone kind of all over? I know it's only online. Probably the away end wasn't thinking that, but it's still like it's all over his comment section on Instagram, and of course he's seen it. Like, let's be real.
Uh, the dark parts of being a footballer is this one. We're living in this moment at the moment, like the social stuff, and you
Yeah.
can, with one bad performance, just try to get the players and send them a message. I don't see any sense about that. So the only
Mm,
one thing Cody Gakpo has to do,
yeah.
just don't care about it. Just leave them. This
Use it
is
as
stupid
motivation.
people. Exactly. This is stupid people that if you support Liverpool, Leo, if you're a proper Liverpool supporter, you're never gonna go. online and send the bad messages to Cody Gakpo because he's part of our team. He's a great player. We respect him. We love him. We are with him in everything. Obviously, we can't talk about his performance.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's very good.
Yeah.
But criticize him in this way, it's absolutely disgusting. And
It's
I'm not agree with this stuff.
It's crazy. And also, just what people don't understand is the fact he's been moved around, especially with the injuries that we've had. He's literally been moved around every single game. And like, people don't realize how difficult it is to be shifted around. Like, how many times has Mohamed Salah been played at left wing or in the midfield? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yes.
difficult to just be thrown any which way on the pitch. And I feel like we don't also recognize that enough because he's said many times left wing is his favorite position, you know?
He's very quick, Leo. He's very quick. I've noticed last season, if you remember when we scored the goal against Everton last
Yep.
season, the derby
Yep.
game, that counter-attack, Darwin, he wasn't part of that action, but
Yeah.
the way he sprint from the Liverpool's box to the Everton box in that kind of like 7-8 seconds, I was impressed. Jesus Christ, he's so quick. So Cody Gakpo is a great Liverpool player. It's
Yeah.
just some bad performance, mate, but he knows how to react because he's very clever. Jurgen Klopp says about him, he's the most mature 24 years old he ever had. This is Jurgen
Whoa.
Klopp saying, not me, not Mario.
Damn.
So we believe in Cody Gakpo, definitely. He's a great lad.
Yeah. And that's why, like, definitely Jurgen Klopp, I can imagine, is also the best, like, person to look up to or someone you can turn to. If, let's say, Cody Gakpo is having a difficult time with all those messages he's getting, I'm sure Jurgen Klopp always finds the right words where he's there to support him, Like,
Defo.
but yeah, so one of the discussion points I think was quite interesting. I'm going to pull it up now. And obviously it really will be like 10 finals that are left for us. Now that we're really towards the business end of the season, we have 10 Premier League games left. And I was going to pull up what our schedule look like. Let me see if it's not here. Here it is. I don't know if you're able to see this.
I can't. No. But I know it's anyway. I've got it in my mind.
You know it. Yeah, you know it perfectly. You know it perfectly. But yeah, so definitely, like, what's going to be crazy now looking towards the end of the season is just how much every single game will feel like almost like a cup final, especially with it being Klopp's farewell season. We know, the games at Anfield, you're always at the games at Anfield. I'm never worried when we play at Anfield because of the atmosphere. But
yes.
Away from home, what do you think is going to be our toughest test, looking at, the games that are left in the Premier League?
I think obviously we've got Brighton, the first game after the break.
Yeah.
Then we've got Sheffield.
Yeah.
Every game, you know what, Leo, every game is going to be like a cup final. Every game we need to give 110% of our performance because every game is like a cup final. We want to win that league and we're going to do it. But in the same time, every game is going to be important and tough in the same time because they know we're going to go in Anfield to play against Liverpool. So we have to do something special. So the last time we got beat in Anfield in the Premier League with supporters was last season against Leeds. You remember that?
Yeah.
But before that, Leo, the last time we lost a Premier League game with supporters in the Premier League was against Crystal Palace, April 2017, lads. So we're talking about 7 seasons. In 7 seasons, we lost only one game with supporters. Leave the lockdown season. I don't count it at all. So this is the powerful of Anfield. And any team come in Anfield, they scared. They know what's going to happen. I think, in my opinion, the most difficult game in the futures we've got so far, it's against United away. It's difficult in the same time because they got some confidence from yesterday. Oh, this is a game. We can't do any mistakes. So it's like the game of the season, let's say. And we have to smash them, lads, honestly. We have to smash them with passion, with heart, with the Liverpool's mentality monsters. And we can do that. I'm pretty sure about it.
No, and the game yesterday, like, there's no bigger motivation than that game. I know for them it'll give them confidence, but for us, I still feel like there's going to be so much hunger. I know our players are already so hungry, but imagine how much they'll want revenge for the way that game got away from us. You know what I mean? Like there's no better motivation in the world.
Yeah, every time when we face them, it's a special game, mate. It doesn't matter the actual condition. If you're doing very well in the Premier League, if you're doing very bad, it doesn't matter. This is a special game, so go straight for it. And we had a good game. Obviously, we
Yeah.
missed a couple of chances in the second half, and obviously, this is you have to learn. You don't need to go on the Instagram's players and try to text them bad things. We have to learn as a team, as a family, that
Yeah.
from the mistakes. We have to learn from the mistakes. This is how one team can improve. And Jurgen Klopp is the master. Jurgen Klopp is the right man to do that. So if we miss three, four, five chances yesterday, next time we won't miss that, mate. Definitely. So I'm pretty positive, definitely.
Yeah, and Diogo, actually, I do know what the exact date. I actually tweeted something about it. Diogo Jota, it felt like in the game yesterday was that type of game where if we had Diogo Jota on the pitch, he's that lethal finisher. Or even if Salah had
Yes.
stayed on longer in the pitch. But you know what I mean? Diogo Jota yesterday, I just felt like, oh, if only, you know?
Not just against not just against yesterday against United, even against City last week, in the Carabao Cup, the final against Chelsea. Diogo Jota is the only one little, the only one natural born striker we've got in the team.
Yeah,
So he feels the goal. He's born with that kind of feeling
yeah.
that one chance, one goal, that's it. Diogo Jota is like that, and we miss him, mate. Hopefully he gets some back because we miss him a lot.
Honesty Hortensia, thank you again for the super chat. Who said there's a quote alarm going off in the Colombian national team regarding Luis Diaz's injury. It's not certain if the injury is crucial. Both Liverpool and Colombia are waiting for results. So, yeah. And then there was also news about Darwin today that he's not going to be in the Uruguay squad because he's been carrying a bit of an injury. So that's another one where I guess he's stayed back in Liverpool to really check what's going on, you know?
Yeah, definitely. That's a good news. That even Mo Salah, he's not gonna go for the national team. He's gonna stay. Darwin Núñez is gonna stay. So they have 2 weeks to recover properly.
Yeah. And then Honesty Ortesia also says our hardest game, in my opinion, will be against Mario's team, Brighton. We always struggle against them. Yeah, that's what you were
Yeah,
saying.
that's correct. That's correct. Last season we lost 3-0 against them. Then before that we drew, if I'm not wrong, 3-3 at home. When that was the first game of Roberto De Zerbi, my brother, my twin Roberto De Zerbi, as a Brighton manager. So it's always difficult against them. They know how to play footy. They keep the ball very well. They try to control the game. They try to create. So usually we suffer with teams like that.
Yeah.
But the good thing is they leave spaces,
Yeah.
open space, and we are, when we get the counter attack in the open spaces, that's it.
Yeah.
We can't miss that, mate.
Absolutely, absolutely, and on that topic too, because there's so much talk about De Zerbi. I swear this is becoming into a De Zerbi live when I look at the comments, but it does make me think a question that I think is so interesting to ask, and I'm always asking it to Liverpool supporters. It's if it's not Xabi Alonso, because I know that's probably most of our number one choice, but it's not guaranteed to happen whatsoever. Who would be your second choice that you would want to see of all the managers we've been linked with?
I think you know already my answer, mate. Not because he's Italian and I've got Italian parts as well. I'm born in Bulgaria,
Right.
by the way, but I
Right.
spent all my life in Italy. So
Yeah.
Roberto De Zerbi is a great manager. He's been, I don't know why, underrated in Italy. No one of the big teams, they give him a chance. So I think in terms of, obviously, the same problem like Xabi Alonso, they have no experience. They are very young managers. They
Yeah.
had like 150 games experience
Yeah.
so far. So if Xabi Alonso doesn't come to Liverpool, in my opinion, the right man, we need to give him time, is Roberto De Zerbi. And I can make some good money as a double.
But aren't you the only thing I'm worried about is I feel like last season we would have been very happy and everything, but this season it's just the defensive record is what worries me at least. I don't watch Brighton week in week out obviously, but it's the way they concede. Like they went to Roma and they conceded 4. Like it's moments like that where I'm a little bit scared, in terms of how mature the play is, you know?
Yes, I agree with you, mate. Defensively, they're not doing very well this season. Even last season as well. Bo, they had a great season so far, like overall whole season. This season it's different because they've been focusing different competitions.
Yeah,
They had obviously the FA Cup, the League
yeah,
Cup, the Europa League for the first time in their history. They play Europa League games.
yeah,
So if you haven't got the right players to manage these four competitions, it's difficult mentally.
yeah.
And the Zebi show his lack of consistency, let's say, in those games. And I'm shocked still now. 4-0 against Roma away. That's shocking result, lads. Honestly.
It's shocking. But and then another player I think we forget too is Mitoma. A team like Brighton are not going to have five
Yeah,
forwards available like Liverpool, and he's an outstanding player. So to have
I agree.
lost him, and I think it's till the end of the season that he's going to be out. So
I
it's a
agree.
big loss too. Honesty, Ortez, thank you again for the super chat. Who says for me it's Alonso Amorim. I think you mean Amorin, yeah, from
Okay.
Ruben from Sporting Lisbon,
From
and then
Sporting Lisbon, yeah.
Hansi Flick, and then I would pick Nagelsmann, but the way he left Bayern didn't sit well with me. What do you think of those names dropped?
Uh we're gonna hear many rumors, different names. I don't think the Sporting Lisbon manager is ready for Liverpool. Liverpool is a
Mm,
massive challenge, Leo.
yeah,
Let's be honest, mate. Liverpool is a massive challenge. Xabi Alonso is doing great. Xabi Alonso is doing great. But he has no pressure for Leverkusen.
yeah,
He's doing, this is a record, like 11 seasons in a row, Bayern Munich won it.
yeah.
Now,
It's
could be Leverkusen. But when you work with pressure, and he knows pretty well, Xabi Alonso, because he's been an amazing player for us for five
yeah,
seasons, the pressure in Anfield is different. And even more now, because Jurgen Klopp is leaving, and Jurgen Klopp is the best ever. Probably is the second after Bill Shankly in our history.
yeah.
So this is a massive, massive challenge for whoever gonna come. I don't know, mates. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I hope Xabi Alonso or De Zerbi, other names. I'm not focused about it. I'm
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah, that's what, and it was interesting because Luis Garcia was asked what his thoughts. No, no, not as the manager. His thoughts on Xavi Alonso. He's not a bit.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
okay.
And so that you jumped too fast there. I saw your reaction in a second, but
Sorry.
his worry because it's his amigo. They're close and everything. He
Yeah,
said that his concern is for Xavi Alonso. It has gone so well, like it has been smooth sailing, which obviously is good for him. But he says what worries him is he hasn't faced those difficult setbacks, which, for example, Jurgen Klopp had at Borussia Dortmund. At Mainz, it wasn't an easy job. So it's like that experience is, you need that for the Liverpool job because it's definitely not going to be smooth sailing, especially after Jurgen Klopp, right? It's one of the most difficult jobs you could take on.
I agree 100%. I haven't seen that
Interview.
stuff from Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
But mate, I agree 100%. To be a complete manager and get that big responsibility at Liverpool Football Club, you have passed through in your career. That's when I say they have no experience. They are very good, Xabi Alonso and De Zerbi, but they has no experience in the past
Yeah.
because this is something correct. During your career as a manager, you have to pass through bad moments, good moments, bad moments.
Yep. Yeah.
And you make experience with that. And they never had this one. So everything is going perfectly, smoothly so far for Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
And I don't know, mate. In Germany, there is just two teams at the moment, probably Borussia Dortmund 3. In England, 10 teams,
Yeah.
same level, let's say, probably Liverpool, Man City, different level. But it's tough, it's tough.
And it's true. De Zerbi does have the experience of the Premier League. He has an experience of this being a difficult season, and from the
Exactly.
mentality, from what I've heard, he's apparently like a football obsessed. Like he's just like lives, breathe
Yes.
football, right? Apparently, so just like you, man. It's so good to have you on though, because also I would love for you to describe a bit your life trajectory too, because I just think it's one of the most amazing things. Because I get asked on Liverpool goals. I often get asked by Liverpool fans too, like, what is it like to move to Liverpool? Do you recommend moving to Liverpool just because they love the team and they're asking me for recommendations and stuff? And I'm like, I'm not the guy to ask. Mario is. Now I'll say that because truly your life changed because of the club, right? Like,
That's correct, my friend. That's correct. So basically, I'm gonna tell you just in a few
yeah,
seconds about my life. So I always been Liverpool supporter. I started to support Liverpool in 1997. I
yeah,
was 8 years old that time. I watched a football game about Michael Owen. He scored hat trick that game, and
yeah,
I started to follow Michael Owen, Liverpool slowly, slowly. But then through over the years, this passion, this
love.
being a supporter became like a proper obsession. Became like something else, something beyond football. So my dream was when I was kids moving to Liverpool, living in Liverpool, working for Liverpool, and having my own family in Liverpool. So I moved to Liverpool 2016. I never missed a Liverpool game from the cup since then. Actually, let's say something else. Before I moved permanently to Liverpool in 2016, I used to do in 2 seasons 30, 14, 40, 15,
Yeah.
basically from Rome, getting the
Oh,
plane. Yes, for 2 seasons, not every game, but like
okay.
13, 14 games in a season.
Whoa.
Go to Liverpool, watch the game, and come back the same day or the day later.
That's
Sleeping in the
unbelievable.
airport like a gypsy people, like proper crazy commitment, obsession, obsession. And
Wow.
then 2016, I decided to move permanently to Liverpool. So, and now I work for the club. I'm a tour guide in
That's
Anfield. And
amazing.
this is Leo living the dream, lads. Honestly, I don't feel it as a job. When I go to Anfield, I work inside changing rooms. I work inside. This is Anfield
That's
sign. I work inside the where Jurgen Klopp's office. It's just amazing. It's just I can't even describe you. So basically, I live in the dream every day, and it's if I want to say a recommendation,
yeah.
advice to people,
Oh yeah.
just believe in your dreams.
Yeah.
If you're a Liverpool supporter, you love this team too much. It's easy. Move to Liverpool and try to create your life. It's not easy to move
Mm.
to Liverpool because
Yeah.
I spent 20 years of my life in Italy, and the life is different. It's
Mm.
completely different challenge. But if you love this one, nothing can stop you, lads. Commitment, passion, dedication. This is the right words to achieve this. And in my case, I'm very happy. I'm lucky. I'm blessed that I do this. And I
Yeah.
never regret my choice. The
Yeah.
best ever choice in my life, honestly.
And how did you feel about too? Because I get this question from people about like the welcome. Because we know that the people of Liverpool are incredible, but actually moving there and working there, how do you feel that you've been accepted by Scousers and people of Liverpool?
Um, in the first years, obviously, I had a kind of, it was like a tough period, transition
Yeah.
period, because
Yeah.
the Scouse accent, as you know, Leo, is
Yeah.
very tough. So you need not couple, probably 3, 4, few years
Yeah.
to get in
Right.
with the Scouse accent. I'm the only one foreign person working Anfield in my department,
What?
Stadium Tour and Museum. I'm the only one.
No.
Yes, we are 120 tour guides. 119 are from Liverpool locals or from Birkenhead. I'm the
No.
only one foreign person. So it's a privilege, lads. And
What?
something else as well. Wait, I'm going to show you.
No
Probably here.
way. Wait,
Yes, it's
that's
here. I found it. So, you ready for that?
yeah.
In December, I've been voted Player of the Year from my teammates. Here we go.
No. Wait, so you mean like best of the guides?
So basically, we had to give a vote for someone of our colleagues.
Yeah.
So just get one name, who is the best in the year,
Yeah.
with some motivation, why you think he's the best, why his guy is
Okay.
special. And I won it between 120 people. I won it.
Doesn't
I can't
surprise
believe
me.
still now.
No, that doesn't surprise
It's
me.
massive.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Guys.
very passionate. Liverpool is all my life, and people appreciate that. Local people from Liverpool, let's say they are the best people I ever met. Scousers, they boss, they magical, they
Oh
amazing,
no.
absolutely boss people, and they accept me as a because they see this passion from them,
Mm.
and they say, "Oh my God, you are like you love Liverpool too much, and we love you for that." So they accept me
Wow.
in a very good way. So I'm blessed, that honestly.
That's so special. Honesty Ortez says, question from Mario, do you have a contract with the camera at Anfield? Because we as fans see you every time you're now a cult hero. It's true.
I have no contract with the cameras, but
You could
I've
be
got my seat
honest.
in the
Come on.
second.
Tell the
No,
people. Tell the people.
I promise. I promise. I'm honest. I put my hand on my heart, on the lava bits on my
Yeah.
heart, and I've just I'm just lucky, cause I sit in the second row in the cup. So basically, I get the camera because people around me sometimes they very quiet like this, and I
Even on the
always try
cup?
to wear
Even on the
the
cup?
scarf and stuff. sometimes let's be honest. Sometimes people around me, not every time,
Yeah.
but sometimes people
Okay.
are quiet,
Yeah.
and it's annoying. I don't like that, obviously. So I'm very passionate every time, cheering, waving the scarf, put passion,
Yeah.
and camera likes that. So, but I'm not acting. I'm myself, 100%. So
No, we feel that. You can, but I think we all love it so much because it sometimes feels like, and the times I've been lucky to go to Anfield as well, it feels like something needs to happen on the pitch sometimes for the fans to wake up. And I just wish there was a way,
yes,
because you see ultras of other, and I'm not saying ultras is a perfect way, but it almost feels like it would be awesome to have someone and I can't imagine anyone better than you to be like an organizer of, you know what I mean? Where you see how in ultras, like for example, when I went to the game at Lask, like there was someone that's kind of just getting everybody riled up and keeping the
I
crowd
know.
going the whole time.
Yeah.
But I know that's
No.
not in the culture of Liverpool Football Club.
Yes. In Liverpool, in the cup doesn't exist this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Someone who is managing all the songs and stuff. It's something that starts usually from the top.
Yeah.
305, 304, 306. The top section of the cup starts, and then hold the cup, and then the whole stadium, main stand, Kenny Douglas stand, they follow that.
Yeah.
But it's every time different, mate. This season, but for example, I'm gonna give you a very fresh
Yeah.
example. Against Luton Town, first half, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Second half, we had one goal. Mate,
And
the cup
everything
was
lit up.
crazy. That's it. You say something very right. We need that moment of fire
Yeah.
to get in, and then no one can stop us, lads, honestly.
Yeah. But you see, that's what I love about a player like Connor Bradley. He's so passionate on the pitch. Like even you saw when he came on yesterday, like just some of the tackles, like that's what you want, because that's what I think Liverpool Football Club needs to wake up the crowd sometimes. And that's why, like, I almost think he's undroppable, honestly. I don't know what's going to happen once Trent comes back, but I love him at right back. And same with Joe Gomez. It's going to be interesting. Like, he's another one that's been playing so well. How do you drop this guy? You know what I mean? Now he's in the England squad.
And he deserved that, absolutely. Leo, come on. Joe Gomez is a Liverpool player since 2015.
Yeah.
And what's happened this season? How is possible that? I got asked many times, and even my opinion when I used to talk before about Joe Gomez, I say, look, if we get rid of him, it's the best way to do. It's the best choice. But this season, I'm gonna say he's just fantastic. He's doing the best season ever in his career. So this man deserves all the appreciation he had.
And I think this season it's just been beautiful to see the arc of Joe Gomez and some players that just like a lot of even Liverpool supporters, let's be honest, didn't really believe that they could be good enough, for example, to challenge for a title alongside with Arsenal and City. But look at his trajectory. Look at Wataru Endo and how much everyone was criticizing when we signed him. And now it's like people are talking about him as like one of the best defensive mids in the league. Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. This is like being genius to spot the right players in the right times, in the right timing, for the right team. So tell me, I'm honest with you, Leo. I
Yeah.
didn't even know about Wataru Endo last season. And obviously, we everyone in Anfield, we are upset, happy about Moises Caicedo. He was that close to come to Liverpool, obviously, you remember. And then I remember some of my colleagues in Anfield. Listen, he's not going to come. He's going to go to Chelsea. I was so gutted because he was the perfect player to fit perfectly in the system as a right back, because he can play right back as well.
Yeah.
And then he gone. But we had the incredible idea to get someone from the 30 years or from the German league. And Wataru Endo, in my opinion, is the best signing for Liverpool this season. Honestly,
him and Maka, but
definitely.
What a signing! But the only thing that scares me a little bit, because I talk to Jose Enrique about it sometimes, and he sometimes criticizes the ownership. But the thing that stresses me out a little bit is some of these players. I'm worried that it's also Klopp's genius to get the best out of them. And I just worry that, you know how all these years we're always like Liverpool's recruitment is so spot on. Like we find all the best players. But I almost feel like if Jurgen Klopp signs a player who has the right mentality, as in gives everything in training, gives everything on the pitch, then Klopp can mold that player into the very best that player can be, you know? And you look at someone like Caicedo, you look at a lot of the players Chelsea have signed, like even Mudryk clearly has a lot of raw talent. He has a lot of raw talent when I saw him live, and yet because the structure at Chelsea isn't right. Clearly, people are saying he sucks, but does he really suck? Probably not if he was a Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like,
That's it. Everything is about the mentality. Everything is about this system. So choosing Liverpool, choosing Chelsea, and not Liverpool, it's a stupid choice. Why? Firstly, because Pochettino is the first season in
yep,
that team. There is it's a proper mess. So if you're a football player,
yep,
professional football player, you don't need to think just about the money. Money are important. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but it's not everything. You
yeah,
have to think about your development as a player. You have to get the right manager who believes in you
yep,
with the right system, with the right structure. And I think there is no better place than Anfield with Jurgen Klopp. Next season is going to be different, definitely. But
yeah,
with Jurgen Klopp, if he wants you, if he believes in you, he's going to make from you the best player in the world in your position.
yeah.
How many examples we can say about that? Like
So
20
many.
players. So just believe in Jurgen, mates.
Absolutely. And that's the thing too, though, that why I almost want Xabi Alonso even more than just where they are in the league. It's, you look at the players that he brought in, like Grimaldo on a free. Not everybody was fighting for him. Frimpong, who's a young player, like he's managed to make players that weren't that desired in the transfer market look like very good players. Like even think about Granit Xhaka. Like everyone in the Premier League was saying, oh, he's not a good player, this and that. Look at what he's doing at Leverkusen. And that part of Xabi Alonso is kind of what excites me most, because a manager that can get the best out of his players is such an important thing. You know what I mean? If you're not a Manchester City where you can just side player after player, like
Yeah.
we have to make sure every player we recruit basically is a success, because we don't have that luxury. You know?
I agree 100% with you. So, as a football manager, the most important thing is get inside the player's mind.
Yeah.
As soon as you are inside, then they're gonna give for you not 100%, not 200. They're gonna give 1,000% for you. They're gonna play for you, and you have to be able to pick the right players in the right timing. Because
Yep.
even Bobby Firmino, he wasn't a Jurgen Klopp signing because he came with Brendan Rodgers, but then Jurgen Klopp made for him. And tell me if you agree with me, the best false nine for those 3 seasons in the world, the best false nine, Firmino. Mo Salah with
You see him?
Fiorentina, with Roma. He was, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, the lad who is with the gray hoodie is my mate,
Yeah.
Wes.
Yeah.
I
Because
know him. He's my mate.
yeah, because when I printed this in big, it's funny because I posted on Instagram, and in the comments, I think he's in the comments, Greg, because he's like, "Yo, lad, I'm in your bedroom. Like you have me printed in big in your bedroom."
It's called Wes Simmons. This fella
Okay.
who is hugging Bobby Firmino. So that was a special moment, by the way. And yeah, so even Mo Salah, mate, Mo Salah with Fiorentina, with Roma, he was a normal player
Yeah.
when he moved to Liverpool 2017 from Roma. And I spoke with my mates from Italy. What do you
Yeah.
think about Mo Salah? They told me he's a normal player, nothing special. First season, 44 goals with Jurgen Klopp. What we talking about, lad? Tell me, come on.
It's insane.
It's insane. Exactly. It's Jurgen Klopp. He's here with all of us, not just players, supporters as well. We are with him mentally.
It's no, it's really, and what's so special too about Jurgen Klopp that I think not enough people talk about after his announcement is it's almost like Bill Shankly in terms of it feels like he was picking the right moment to leave for when he feels like the club is in the best possible place. Like look at the way he announced it early, which puts a lot of pressure for him. Like this makes it miserable. Every press conference, it's like, oh, it's your last this, your last that. Like we know Jurgen Klopp hates that, but he did this to
I
make
know.
sure that our future is as bright as it can be. Like with this team that's are so young, he played such a important part in that. You know?
Some people told me, like people from Anfield, that like they've been season ticket holders since the 60s.
Yeah,
And obviously, when Bill Shankly left, it was different. It was obviously more devastated in terms of emotions
yeah,
because he spent more time. And he was, so I love, when I do my tours, I love to call Jurgen Klopp a reincarnated Bill Shankly, because what Jurgen Klopp done to Liverpool in the last 9 seasons is exactly the same what Bill Shankly done was in the 60s. But the difference is in 1974 we had Bob Paisley, who was his natural successor.
Yeah.
At the moment we have no one. This is the only one difference. And the announcement was on Friday, same days both.
Yeah,
It's just
it's wild.
devastating, Leo.
It's
It is,
wild.
mate. It is.
But that's why. What do you think about? Because when the announcement happened, one of the main people I thought about right away. I know he doesn't have the charisma of Jurgen, but this man, I don't understand why no one's even mentioned him. Because I've read about Bob Paisley, and he's also kind of much more of a shy character. He's not that charismatic, but he was just a winner, and he had the experience of knowing everything of all the whole mentality that Bill Shankly instilled. He understood and was there the whole journey. This man, so was this man. So why do you think? I understand he doesn't have much experience, but Bob Paisley had no experience too when he took the Liverpool job. So what do you think?
Uh, it's tough to realize why he wants to go to Ajax. Yes, he's Dutch. Probably Ajax is his favorite team from his
Yeah,
childhood.
yeah,
But you got this incredible look to be a Jurgen Klopp successor in Liverpool, and I think you say something very right. He's the right man to get the succession of Jurgen Klopp, because he's been working with Jurgen Klopp for the
yeah.
last 10 years,
The
for the
whole
last 9 seasons, so he
exactly.
knows about everything. Everything. So Jurgen Klopp wants to leave. Yes, I'm Pep Linders. I'm gonna get the job. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take the responsibility.
right.
I'm gonna step in. I don't know why he's leaving as well. I don't understand.
But he
But I
probably
agree
didn't
with
get
you.
offered the job. You don't. He probably.
Probably, probably. I don't know. I'm just gutted because I wanted to see Pep Linders as a next manager, but I don't know, mates. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah. No, I agree. That's what I was thinking about. Honesty Hortensia, thank you again for the super chat. Who says, which Liverpool player coming back from injury are you happiest to see? For me, it's Trent and young Stefan Bajetic. I rate Stefan very, very highly.
Uh, yes, definitely. Like Trent is the main player. Obviously, Jota as well. We don't know when Jota is gonna come back, but Trent and Jota, they are the main players
Yeah,
that we miss at the moment. For many characteristics, they got different from other players.
yeah,
Bajcetic as well. He had a great season last season. The second part of the season, he's been amazing. But not soon after that, just his development as a man,
yeah,
he changed from being a teen to the man,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
got on that kind of grown problems. So it's just gutted to see like Bajcetic not being involved in
yeah.
Liverpool team for the whole season.
But where we're lucky. Oh, let's see. He should be back, guys. Yeah, look. Let me do this. Yeah, you should
Here
be
we
all good.
go.
Um, but yeah, about Bajetic, like I often get asked like which youngster are you most excited about in the team, and I personally always say Stefan Bajetic when he was fit for us last season and things he was doing in the midfield. Wow, just wow. And I think the beautiful thing too is now with the depth we have in midfield, now that he's back from injury and full training, we don't have to force him. You know what I mean? We don't have to say, you have to play X amount of games because we're dependent on you. It can be like when you get some minutes in, we can put you on the pitch for us.
Absolutely, I agree. Hopefully, I really hope that's what I hope for Thiago Alcantara as well, because Thiago Alcantara, in my opinion, when he's fit, he is probably the best midfielder in the world. When he's fit, I'm talking about. That's the problem. He's injury prone, always injured. So Seven Bashadi is the same situation. That fella is 18, 19, and he's very talented. He's very promising for the future.
Yeah,
So I want to see him involved this season for a few times, for the few games. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna wait. Probably next season, he just restart from the beginning, from zero, and then we can see a completely different player,
yeah,
especially mentally, because with all these injuries, he's tough, Leo.
yeah, yeah. But that's what gets me excited at least about whoever gets offered the Liverpool job. It's like even though I agree it's so difficult because you're coming after Jurgen Klopp, I also don't think most Liverpool fans expect you to go and compete for the league right away. Like we know there's going to be a transition period. And then if you think about that and then you consider how special of a club it is, but then also purely the talent that we have in this team, it's a pretty unbelievable opportunity when you think about it. Like can't
It's
remember.
Jurgen.
Yeah, no, go
You
ahead.
can remember?
No, I was saying I
Go,
can't
go.
remember the club being in this good of a place when there's a transition into a
Yeah,
new manager. Like this is almost like any manager's dream. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree 100%, Leo. So it's obviously, let's mention firstly, no one is even closer to Jurgen Klopp in terms of mentality, in terms of personality, in terms of character, in terms of everything. No one is even closer.
Yeah.
And whoever's gonna come, he doesn't need to ruin something or try to change or like no,
Mm.
keep the same way. Obviously, with different ideas, with different stuff, because every manager is different.
Yeah.
We can't, pretend from the next manager to do what Jurgen Klopp done. We
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
For example, Xabi Alonso, De Zerbi, or whoever's gonna come, mate, get this. Try to carry on. You got the
Mm.
way. He
Mm.
showed you the way. Don't change many things. Put new ideas, put new stuff. But that has to be the mentality. That has to be the basics of the club. Obviously, we're not gonna keep many players. Probably some of them they're gonna leave next season. We
Yeah.
don't know yet.
Yeah.
But whoever's gonna come, don't try to ruin this situation. Leave it the same and give new ideas to improve. And that's it. And you don't need to wait another 5 seasons to win the league. We're gonna
Yeah.
win it in 2 seasons, for example. So has to be clever, very clever.
Yeah. And I like what King Kenny was asked about, the characteristics he thinks about the new manager, less an actual name, but he was asked about the characteristics. And he said something quite similar to you, but he also said that actually having someone with a very different personality is quite good too, because if somebody tries to come in and tries to
Yeah,
be Jurgen Klopp, like nobody's going to be like Jurgen Klopp in terms of his charisma, the way he does press conferences, all of that. But like, yeah, I just think, for example, Xabi Alonso is perfect because the way that he is a very different personality to Jurgen Klopp, and yet he still plays attacking football. He understands the using the crowd, like you see his celebrations with Leverkusen. Like you can tell that he has that passion, but it's done in a very different way. You know what I mean?
absolutely. 100% I agree with you. We need someone who's like different from Jurgen Klopp. Same passion, same mentality. Xabi Alonso is a very, let's say, obviously he's from Spain. He's
Yeah,
Latin. And the Latins, they're very passionate. But Xabi Alonso is very cold person. He seems cold, but at the same time, you can see all the, that kind of stuff he doing with the supporters after the games
yeah,
shows to people that he's got that kind of, something inside, which is obviously is different from Jurgen Klopp. But yeah, we need someone who is different character, but same ideas and same mentality. Because this is the way to win. If you want to win for Liverpool, you have to be Jurgen Klopp. Otherwise, if you are different, follow Jurgen Klopp's rules, and that's it, and you get successful. Simple as that.
yeah, yeah. So honestly, I'm here. Yeah, we're hearing that the Darwin Nunez news. Fabrizio Romano has reported it too, that he has been like withdrawn from the Uruguay squad. And thankfully, like, look, these are his exact words, that they understand that it's no serious injury, but that Darwin already suffered problems in the last week and will recover in Liverpool in the next 10 days. So from that wording, it sounds to me like it's probably more precautionary, and whatever his issue is, it's like slight, but they don't want to worsen it. So hopefully he's just doing lighter sessions. You know what I mean? If he stays in Liverpool.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you ask my opinion, I'm gonna go a bit far. Just get rid of all the national teams, all the national competitions, Euros, World Cups, all stuff like that. Just get rid of it. Absolutely nonsense, in my opinion. I hate national teams at all. So obviously for the players it's different, but in my opinion, I just love the Premier League and that's it. So
Yeah.
when our players they're going to play the national teams, I'm always scared. I'm always
Yeah, me
budgets.
too.
I'm always like tensions, because I don't
Yeah.
like for them to get any injuries. Some of them they feel it, like Luis Diaz, even the South Americans,
Yeah.
even Darwin Nunes, they love to play for Uruguay, for Colombia, or
Yeah, of
wherever.
course.
So it's different approaching, obviously.
Mm.
Yes, if Darwin Nunes it's not that good, don't send him there. Leave him to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Let him just get rest, a bit like wake, light work, stuff like that. And then 31st of March, the battle against Brighton, he has to be ready. We need every single player at the maximum form, Leo, to get the league and get the Europa League. That's it. Simple as that, mate.
It's so. But who I actually am wondering, like, if there's a World Cup, who do you support usually? Do you not support it?
I used to support England in the past when I was a child, uh, when I was like kidder,
Okay, Mike
because of Michael Owen and
Michael
Steven
Owen. I was
Gerrard.
gonna say, yeah,
Exactly. You know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But then Michael Owen finished with the national team. Steven Gerrard retired in 2014. So since 2014, 10 years now,
yeah. Mm.
I don't care at all
You
about the
don't even
national team.
watch.
No, I don't even watch it. The World Cup, the last World Cup in Qatar, I didn't even watch one game. I don't care. I don't care.
Not even the final.
I watched the first card, then I went to work, so I missed. I watched the penalties on the phone. Yeah, but it's just I don't
Yeah,
feel anything when I watch the national teams. If my players for Liverpool they involved, I'm obviously hoping not get any injuries.
yeah,
But if they score,
yeah.
I don't care. You know, I'm a bit weird about that.
No, I get. I'm the same, except if I'm in France. You know how it is, like the energy in certain countries when there's a big tournament. I just love how everybody is excited, and that's what I like. But I agree. Like for me, if France wins it now, I'm more excited. Probably for Ibu Konate than France, just because like that's literally all I care about. Liverpool, you know.
I remember Leo when Italy won the World Cup in 2006. I was in Italy, obviously. I was living in Italy, and I celebrate. I celebrate with all my mates, with the car, stuff like that. It was, but I didn't feel it. I celebrate because I love mess
Yeah,
around
yeah.
and getting fun and stuff. But I didn't feel it. I wasn't happy that Italy won. I didn't care. For you, it was painful because it was against France, obviously. But I didn't care at all.
I remember that was like my first memory of like such a big heartbreak because of what Zidane did, what Zizou did. I remember being a
Boom.
kid and I was just like, how do you do that to us? You know what I mean? And I was
Of course.
so devastated. But
I know.
it's
But
part of football. That's what I was saying yesterday. Like after the game, I was like, I also wouldn't want it to be any other way. Like I don't think it would be enjoyable if you told me the next 10 years Liverpool wins every single game. Like the whole point of life and of you take it though. I see it in your face. I'm saying more the downs. Like I love also having more difficult moments because it makes you realize just how much it means when you do win. Like you see the way sometimes it's too easy for City. I'm not so sure it means as much to them because they're just like, oh, we'll just win the Premier League the season after. Like you know what I mean? It's just
that's
everybody
true.
takes things
That's
for
true.
granted in life. You know?
When in the last 9 years, obviously we had some success. It's still, if you ask me, the two moments I still regret in my life. Obviously, I wasn't involved
Yeah.
as a player, but
Yeah.
mentally, it's the 97 points made we did in 2019, the the 92 points
92.
2022, and the final in Paris. That final in Paris against Real Madrid, it's still here. I can't get through that
Well,
because
I agree.
we played one of the best ever performance. 35 chances to score against one of the best teams ever. Courtois, 9 main saves. That's never happened in the Champions League final history. We smashed them. We destroyed them in every single aspect of the game. But then, one chance, one goal, and they won it. Mate, for me, it's devastating. So, and obviously, the lockdown season when we won the league, I was in Liverpool. I'm here. I couldn't celebrate properly because the players, they leave the cup without
It's
supporters. And Liverpool without supporters, you know better than me. Just nothing. Just nothing. So this season, Leo, mark my words, brother. Mark my words. This season we have to win. Obviously, we've got the Europa League and the league,
yeah,
but the league, we
I
have to
agree.
win the league in a very special way and celebrate it because we didn't celebrate 2020 and we have to do a double celebration because it's going to be special. Jurgen Klopp can you believe Jurgen Klopp last game of the season against Wolves? We win the league and we're going to just get lapped, honestly. I can't even think. I got the goosebumps,
Me
honestly,
too.
like,
That's what I was just
from
gonna
Mo
say.
Salah.
Oh
But
god.
that's going to happen. I believe in my team. I strongly believe that's going to happen, Leo. Trust me, lads. Trust me. It's going to happen for Jurgen Klopp, for all the supporters, for everyone. We love this team more than everything. So it's gonna happen, but we have to be together and believe and support. That's it.
Oh, I love that energy. That's the energy. That's the best
Come
energy.
on.
But I think we're gonna end the live soon, just because it's getting a little bit late, and I know you also will have to go. But a question I had, because I got asked this, and I honestly don't know. Obviously, the title is gonna be between us, City, and Arsenal. It looks like the first game for them after the international break will be City, Arsenal at the Etihad. What do you think is the best result from the point of view of us Liverpool fans? A draw?
Uh,
It's like,
I think so. I think a draw is could be better.
yeah,
And don't forget about that. They got a very tough Champions League games as well. If they get through against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich,
and
they're
Bayern.
gonna play each other. More energy they're gonna spend between them. They're gonna smash each other. So more energy, and we have to be clever to capitalize every single chance in the league. They're gonna get tired because it's normal. That's tough games. Let's win it in the league, and
This is
let's.
looking at Arsenal's schedule. What gives me hope right now is the 17th of April they play Bayern away in Munich.
Uh-huh.
Then 3 days later, a Saturday, they play Wolves away, which we know Wolves is never easy. And then that following week
Exactly.
they play Spurs away. That's three
It's gonna
games
be
in a
tough.
row for Arsenal.
Oh,
Imagine
I can see
Bayern,
now. Yeah, that's tough,
Wolves,
lads. That's tough.
Tottenham
Therefore,
away, three in a row. So maybe we want an Arsenal win. Maybe we want to no, because that would give them so much confidence. No, no, no,
yes,
no.
exactly. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. Tell me if you agree with me.
Yeah.
I don't have any consideration about the title race about Arsenal. I don't see them involved in the title race. I know it's crazy. I know. Everybody told me that. But I just can't see Liverpool and Man City. We are different planet. Arsenal,
Mm,
they are very good. But I can't see Arsenal being involved until the last game in the title race.
mm.
I don't know why. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Probably it's wrong, but that's what I see.
Yeah. No, it's hard to see it already, but what I agree with you is I do think the Champions League is going to have such a major impact, because you saw the Porto games for the whole fan base, the whole media. It's so much pressure for them because they've been away from it for so long, that I feel like that could definitely mentally have an impact on them in the Premier League. That's where I agree with you, because
Exactly.
City has more experience with that. So, but look what Mabang says in the chat. Mario, you've been amazing. Perfect contribution in the stream. My pain from yesterday has gone now, thanks to your encouragement. Wow. Look at that.
Thanks very much. I appreciate that. I want to see always positive people with confidence, supporters with that belief. I don't like negative people. I've always been positive. Even with Roy Hodgson, 2010, 2011,
Yeah.
with Konchesky, with
Yeah.
Paulsen,
Yeah.
with David Gong.
Yeah.
I was positive even and loyal, even
That's
in
how you
that
have to
time.
be.
So, exactly. So, let's believe, let's support. End of the season, we're
Come
going
on.
to get
Come
something
on.
very important, lads. I want to see you in Liverpool next time. I just come. Text to me. We're
I
gonna
will,
meet each other. All right,
absolutely.
lads?
In May, I'm going to be coming with Advait, who, by the way, the biggest Liverpool fan too. He's from India, but he hasn't missed a game. You can't imagine in so many years, like staying up 3 a.m. so many times, everything. So we're gonna meet up, and it's gonna be incredible. But
Nice
seriously,
one, lads. Nice one.
big up for joining. It's a true honor, because you're an OG of the Liverpool fan community, and it's such a pleasure, man.
Thanks very much, Leo. Honestly, it's been a great stuff. When you need me, when you want me, I'm here, lad. Always for you.
Yeah.
You are my brother.
Absolutely. Big up. And enjoy the little bit of time off too, emotionally, during the international break.
We need that. We need
We
that.
need
Definitely.
that.
We need that.
We need that. All the best, my guy. All the best.
All the best, lads. All the
Ciao.
best, Leo. Take
Have
care,
a good
my
night.
mates. All the best.
You'll never walk alone.
Reds. Come on.
Come on, you Reds.
Mighty
Look at that
Reds.
positivity right now in the chat.
Always.
That's what we like to
always.
see. Big up.
Big
Yeah,
up,
Zach.
lads.
But yeah, guys, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your night, and we'll talk very, very soon. But like I said, I think it'll be good for all of us to get a little bit of a break during the international break. And you've helped my pain go away. Thanks, Deserby. But yeah, you guys see the passion for Mario. He's unbelievable. Like seriously, you also see him on the COP TV. He's a heavy presence there, and he just has this energy that even across the camera, you just like, you absolutely love it. You know what I mean? And I can't even imagine in person. Next time I'm going to go to Liverpool, I will definitely be meeting him. And just to end it, Honesty, thank you very much for your support throughout the stream. You said rumors are Edwards is keen on Musiala. Do you see a big name player leaving so we can get Musiala? It all depends on who the manager will be. I think, whether it be Xabi Alonso, De Zerbi, we'll see. I think that will impact heavily what the players decide after that. You know what I mean? So it's way too early to tell. But definitely, we're so lucky that we have Michael Edwards coming in. No doubt about that. But yeah, guys, big up for all of you joining. It was a bit more of a quick one, but I hope that gave you some positive energy because, like I said, that's really what I wanted after, that heartbreak yesterday. Because I have no doubt. That's why you saw me positive in the videos today too. I have no doubt that we're going to bounce back. This team is special. Jurgen Klopp is special. And I want you guys to not forget that and enjoy this international break because we'll be back. No doubt about it. And Anfield will be loud on March 31st against Brighton. So no doubt about that. But big up, everyone.